Ta-da!
Is Capcom. They have so many different, like, openings for their logo now.
Endless water.
I bet you didn't think that was going to say
People are forced to
Capcom.
eat on the small patches of land that remain above the sea.
So
The
we're
people
going to
of this
be
world rely on ancient
pirates.
technology driven
Yeah?
by quantum
There are
refractors,
pirates.
a powerful
Okay.
energy source.
We aren't a pirate.
These refractors lie in ancient
I should
ruins
say,
underground.
The voice
and
acting in
sea,
this game
and are sought
is
out
kind
by
of
explorers
weird.
called diggers.
Mainly this guy.
These
He's only for
brave
this part, but
explorers
this
are the
I don't know
sole
who this
source
guy
of
is. I
refractor
couldn't
energy,
find the
which has
voice
become
credits
a
for him.
cornerstone of the emerging
But
civilization.
he's really into it.
Originally, this was the
So we're
diggers'
going to be
only
some sort of
purpose.
cross between
Find
Indiana
refractors so
Jones
that
and a coal
civilization
miner.
might endure.
Yeah.
Alright.
However,
This coal belongs in the
the
museum.
story of a
coal
fabulous
It's
museum.
really old.
a legendary
It's old coal.
Mother Lode.
That's true of all
began to be
coal.
whispered.
This big old
among
piece of
diggers.
coal's the mother lode.
The Mother Lode, a treasure so great that if it were discovered, it would provide so much power.
If there
that
was
the world
limitless
never need
energy,
fear
how
running
did
out
the
of energy.
civilization get lost?
Seeking this Mother Lode, diggers travel from one
Somebody
island
dropped
to
the mother
another in
lode
their
like in
flying
between the
machines,
couch cushions, and they just never
hoping
found it.
that they'll find what they
Is
seek
this the
just
world
over
of
the
Noah's
horizon.
Ark and God never put everything back the way it was?
Yeah, he just fell asleep and
Despair.
never woke up.
Dang it, God.
Charity, greed, duty, power.
Power.
Who can say what
We
truly
missed it, but
motivates the diggers?
When earlier he talks about people going on moving around in their flying machines, and I just love the way he says it. And they move on their flying machines. Ooh.
It's not like they could have boats in this world of endless ocean. Oh, it's Mega Man Legends, by the way, in case you missed it.
Yeah. From comments on the final Metal Gear video, people really thought we were joking about Mega Man Legends. We aren't. We're doing this.
I've got to read those now.
Yeah. Poor Servbot.
How did they get squished?
I don't know. They do lots of stuff if you just sit around the start screen.
Here we go!
So yeah, all those people who played Dead Rising and thought they were Lego people, no.
You're wrong.
You're wrong.
Can you hear me?
Just barely. The transmission isn't too clear.
I got worried because the transmission got cut off suddenly.
I'm okay. I think this is the last door.
I'm sorry about the transmission. I have Sprint. I got a good deal.
You know how sprint coverage is in ancient tombs. Not too hot.
It's just not what it could be.
I really gotta switch over. I hear T-Mobile's booming these days.
In the ancient tombs.
In the ancient tombs.
Whoa! It's still active! The reactor's still running!
Great! What about the refractor?
It's here! It's a big one, too!
All right, now maybe we can finally get some money. Be careful.
We're poor as hell, Mega Man.
We gotta get paid, Mega Man.
Mega Man, I'm tired of eating Hamburger Helper without the hamburger. It's so gross.
Mega Man, do you know what it's like to live on a diet composed entirely out of steakums? I have so many different steakum recipes now.
Oh no. This really is Indiana Jones.
Yeah. Except it just has, like, there's no boulder.
Well, they couldn't model anything round.
I'm okay, Roll. Everything's alright.
Yeah, there's gonna be a pretty big lack of round things in this game.
Up on my screen.
Mega Man's hair is a dangerous weapon.
You'd better get out of there. Come on.
Right. If you see anything, let me know.
So this is a pretty
Here we
big
go.
break from any other Mega Mans. I suppose it's more similar than Battle Network is.
Yes.
That ain't saying much.
Yeah. This game is
Around there somewhere.
pretty Zelda-ish.
Can you see it?
But something kind of significant about this game is it did a lot of the things Ocarina of Time is well known for, but it came out before Ocarina of Time did.
Ah. So take that.
I mean, Ocarina of Time definitely did them better, but... a lot of the things in Zelda pioneered, Mega Man Legends did it first.
Yeah, but you have a gun, and gun is not sword, so very different.
Gun is not sword. So when you're firing your Mega Buster, there's a fair amount of auto-aim, because you can't really... The controls for the first Mega Man Legends are pretty clunky. Like, you use the D-pad to move because this was before the DualShock.
Huh, okay.
So, you know, you move backwards and forwards and strafe left and right. And to move the camera, use the shoulder buttons to turn.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, DualShock, for being invented.
Ah, robot snakes! So yeah, there's no, like... There's kind of manual aiming.
Okay.
You can hold down the R2 button, and then you can kind of move the camera around while you're stuck in place. Actually, also duels as locking on if you're close enough to an enemy.
Okay. Here's an important question. Are we going to be filling in all the map squares?
No.
Do you see a door?
I am not one of the... When I played this game as a kid, I was definitely one of those people who was like, oh, I gotta fill in every single map square, even if it was just like a single corner of a room.
Yeah, that's playing it right.
I'm not gonna fill in all the map squares because I can't handle doing things like that anymore. There is a dark part of being 14 where that was what I did most of my time. Not anymore.
Hey, I played GoldenEye multiplayer alone. We've all been there.
Yeah.
I know where everything spawns.
So you can automatically grab onto ledges when you jump at them.
That's handy.
No automatic jumping like when you hit a ledge like in Zelda, though. Manual jumping.
Looks like it didn't see you. It looked like a reaverbot. We were
So what's a reaverbot?
Reaverbots are ancient robots that defend all these ancient ruins, and nobody knows what they do.
Okay.
Well, I mean, they defend. Nobody knows why they're there.
I'm gonna guess they got left behind by people who did not know that they'd be feeding a future civilization instead of just defending it from thieves, which you sort of are?
Yeah.
I don't know, that's a reasonable assumption to me.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people do this as their job in this game.
Right.
They're just called diggers.
But the people who made these ancient places don't know that's gonna happen.
Yeah. So yeah, this game was one of the first to actually have, like, Z targeting or locking on, but it's not as good as in Zelda. Because you're stuck in place while you're locked onto an enemy in this game. Which kind of sucks.
Yeah.
For the most part, you don't need a lock on unless it's something that's like flying.
Alright.
The second game, thankfully, the second game is much better in regards to controls. Like, it almost plays like a modern third-person shooter. Almost.
Oh.
It's pretty close.
That's a really big step up. So was that, post-analog stick?
Yeah.
Okay.
They had the DualShock, and there's support for moving the camera around with the DualShock, and it's much better. But there's lots of treasure to be found in this game.
Awesome.
That's one of my favorite parts of this game. You can
Buster
get...
parts.
Yeah, so you can... There's a whole bunch of stats for the Mega Buster. Attack, range, and rapid are all pretty self-explanatory.
What's energy?
Energy is... You know how, like, in the old Mega Man games, you can only have 3 shots on the screen?
Uh-huh.
That's kind of how it works right now. The higher your energy is, the more shots you can fire at once before...
That's cool.
Yeah. The higher the energy, the more shots you can fire before Mega Man has to stop and, like, recharge for a second. Which is neat, and also probably in the first Mega Man Legends,
I'm sure
like, the
a
most
large
important
creature in front
stat.
of you.
Huh, okay.
Possibly a reaverbot. Be careful. Huh? Mega Man, can you hear me?
Yes? Okay.
Wolf? Are you alright?
No.
Can you hear me?
No.
Ah, whatever. She's fine. I'm fine.
Dang it, Mega Man, pay attention. You left your hat at home.
Oh no! Yeah, so if you do like one of the camera buttons and jump at the same time, you can do that little dodge. It's helpful sometimes, but for the most part, the art of circle strafing is unbeatable.
You didn't defeat him, he just got really disappointed in himself.
Oh.
Oh.
Circle strafing, come on.
It's cheap.
1998 tactics, get out!
Oh, I was totally lagging.
Controller's bullshit. Feel this button is squishy. It didn't even register.
It's squishy because it's covered in pizza grease. Ugh.
I'm never buying a Mad Catz controller ever again.
Or Domino's.
Or Domino's. I should really stop buying my Mad Catz controllers at the Domino's.
At Domino's, yeah. You are asking for trouble, buddy.
Look at that sky. Well, that's a happy sight after being underground for
So-
so long.
If you pay attention to how Mega Man says some things, you can very quickly figure out that Mega Man is Canadian. There are a couple times he's gonna say,
Yeah, that's
boot.
canon.
Back for more?
although there is no Dr. Light in this game.
Oh.
There's a Dr. Lightish guy, but...
Isn't this like a million years after all the other Mega Mans or whatever?
Apparently, yes.
Okay.
It's never really explicit, but there's a book you can buy, and it says...
That's one thing I kind of like, is that all these weird spin-off franchises are supposed to be in continuity with each other, but they set them millennia apart.
Yeah.
So there's no real... You
Yeah.
can just do whatever the fuck you want. It doesn't matter.
The only one I think is kind of separate from all the others, maybe, is Battle Network. I'm not entirely sure. When I played it, Battle Network as a kid, I thought it was like way before any of the other Mega Mans. But then there was another Battle Network thing for the DS that was like 200 years after the other Battle Networks, so I don't know what's happening anymore. Because, like, the kid you play as in the original Battle Networks, his last name was Light, and it's like, oh, he'll be Dr. Light when he's old or something.
No.
But that didn't seem to be the case.
He's not nearly that smart. So you had to get scared and run away from that guy you totally owned?
I guess so.
Come on, Mega Man.
Stop being 14, Mega Man.
Phew. Nice timing, Roll.
Anytime, Mega Man.
That's gotta do a wonder on your ego when everyone calls you Mega Man.
That is his actual name. His first name is Mega Man. His last name is Volnut.
Well, right?
So he's Mega Man Volnut.
Oh, that's why that's always his name when he shows up in Capcom fighting games.
Yep.
I was curious about that.
Don't worry. We'll find it someday. And your parents, too.
Thanks. I know.
Are your parents refractors?
What?
My mom is the mother Lode. It all makes sense.
Oh my god.
The mother Lode.
Gramps, can you open up the number 11 valve again?
Unfortunately, Gramps' first name
We
isn't
gotta find
Gramps.
someplace to sit down. Mega
Bullshit.
Man, check the map.
There's an island called Cadillac about 100 miles southwest.
Who named that? What sort of idiot? Never mind. Cadillac? What's a Cadillacs?
I don't know. There are no Cadillacs like animals or anything in that island.
That is not a thing you can be. It looks like you're falling at like 80 miles an hour.
Yeah. That's as close as you're gonna get to Dr. Light in this game, is Gramps.
You should be in free fall. Everyone should be apparently weightless right now.
Come on, hold together. Just a little bit more. Hold on. I'm taking a
I've heard all these lines about 5 times because I have to subtitle all this myself because this game has no subtitles.
There is a script. I saw someone send it to you on Twitter.
Yeah, there is a script. Sometimes I use a script, sometimes it's easier just to listen once and then just type it out instead of copying and pasting. You killed Grandpa.
Oh no, it was his time.
You're Cyber Grandpa.
The plot of this game is resurrecting Cyber Grandpa. You must download his brain into a full robot.
I don't think it'll be safe to set foot in here for quite a while.
Our airship is haunted.
Haven't been taking good
There's
care of her.
ghosts in there, Lowell. Ghosts.
We'll just have to fix her up.
Is he a ghost
Repairs
prospector?
aren't going to be finished anytime soon.
Ghosts are made out of refractors in this game.
We'll be here for a while, I guess.
Get me some moonshine.
You call it Mega Man? Cattle Lock? Must have a town or a city somewhere. Think you could go take a look around?
Yes, Cadillacs, home of where people put beef on their bagels.
So one of my favorite things about this game is when you're just talking to people and like non-cutscenes, every time they start a new dialogue box, they twitch a little. They like
Monkey!
Oh, monkey! This is a talking monkey and he saves your game for you.
Oh, you're my favorite.
His name is Data.
Less so. Don't be so needy. Don't be so insecure.
This is a very clingy monkey. He'll also recharge your energy for you somehow. Also, sometimes he'll give you free stuff if you talk to him the right way. Sometimes you have choices when you talk to the monkey.
His dance generates static electricity, and then he plugs his tail into you.
No. To town. What a great sign.
There must be a town around here somewhere. Check out that sign that tells you where the town is. Mega Man, I'm not a very bright man. Bright man? No, that's not a reference, no. ... You're supposed to go to town. Leave me be.
Mega Man, I'm being arrested!
Mega Man,
Help!
the police saw us.
It's my time.
Check up on us.
Johnny Law finally caught up with me.
Put on quite a show. But it looks like everyone's all right.
I commit massive tax
Let me welcome
fraud.
you to Camlock's Island.
Mega Man, we have to set torch to my meth lab!
I'd like to ask one of you to come with me to the station.
Roll, we have to cook.
Immigration forms. So you can get your registration.
But yeah, I love how every NPC has one single gesture for these dialogue boxes, so everybody is just kind of
Don't
twitchy all the
worry.
time.
It won't take very
Especially the
long.
inspector, like... like,
In the shopping arcade. Next to the
sorry, I got a little
You
twitch.
don't need an ID card to get in there.
Are you ready to go, Professor?
Spend all your money and get trapped on our island.
There's also a casino. But you're 14. Oh, look. You're of legal age to buy incredibly overpriced alcohol here. How much money you got?
Looks like you're in debt. You're here to work for us for life. This whole island is just a devious trap.
Please check in at the Chamber of Commerce. They own your ass.
Also, this is like right around the beginning of the... when all of Mega Man's steps sounded like suction cups. Right around the PlayStation era is when...
So yeah, how many other Mega Man series were coming out at the same time as this? Like, X was still going, right?
There's still X, there's Mega Man... The original Mega Man was still going, because 8 came around this time, too.
Jesus.
And then there was Legends. That was, like, the major three.
That was
at
it.
this
So
point.
there's no Zero, there's no ZX.
No Battle Network. That stuff was later. The early 2000s. No parking zone. They're gonna fine you for everything here.
Oh, that's parked. Does that not count? Is it not parking if it's not touching the ground?
Ah! So yes, I'm sure there's like a whole lot of people out there who think the whole Servbot head thing is a thing from Dead Rising, and get out. No. They're Servbots!
Or from Legos, and that's even worse somehow.
Because Keiji Inafune, did all the Mega Man stuff, and he also did Dead Rising.